This is Artistic Wire's hook and eye clasp jig set, and what comes with the set is this jig plate, a pusher tool, and a complete set of instructions. This allows you to make your own hook and eye using any color artistic wire that you'd like. You can use anywhere from a 20 to 24 gauge wire with this jig, and I'm going to be using 22 gauge. And the first thing we're going to do is make our hook. So its instructions say to take about a 5-inch piece of wire and fold it in half. And I'm probably using a little more than that, but and then I'd like to use my nylon jaw pliers to bring it all together. You want to bring it as close together, fold it in half as much as you can, but leaving a space. And then take another piece of wire, about a 2-inch piece of wire, and I used something that was a little heavier. This is actually 20 gauge. And we're going to use that, slip it through our loop. This is what's going to hold our loop on our plate here. This is probably one of the more difficult ones I've had to do, and you've got to take this wire and get it in between this large peg and this peg right here. So it's going to take a little maneuvering, but you can do it. So just take it, and that's what you have that wire there for, is we're just going to get it in there. I got it the first time. Practice makes perfect. Then bring it down. You want both of those wires together. There we go. Get back on there. And keep both of those wires together. Bring it around this peg here. And slip that out. And make a loop. Then you're going to take your pusher tool, and what this does is it goes down over the pegs and it presses all your wire down. Then I'm going to lift this off the plate and hold on to this with my chain nose pliers. And I'm just going to close the loop. In fact, I think the instructions don't even have you closing the loop. They have you just cutting it and trimming it, but I'm going to go ahead and just make a simple little wrap here, just for good measure. And trim. Now we've created our hook for our clasp. I'm just going to tuck in my tails, straighten everything out. I'm going to set that aside. Now that we've finished our hook, we are ready to make the loop for our toggle. So what we're going to do now is take about 4 or 5 inches of the wire, and we're going to lay it across the plate like this, and we're going to bring it around the top form, which is the loop, down and around. And then I'm going to bring it up and off, and then we're going to close this loop. We're just going to wrap it around. And this is going to form the eye for our hook and eye toggle. Then you're going to trim and tuck any tails. Use your nylon jaw pliers again to work hard in your work. And now we have created a hook and eye clasp with artistic wire. You can find this artistic wired hook and eye jig at antispeeds.com.